Hey, and welcome back to Blueprints! Today we're still looking for that red room that we've gotten, so I'm going to make it like my main focus in this run. So it's going to be hopefully interesting, right? Like I'm always looking forward to finding like new rooms, especially this one, because, you know, a proper new room, right? Like there's not just something I missed or anything like that, but there's definitely something really special. Do I even care about the brass compass? I'm actually not sure if maybe I'm gonna leave it today? You know what, let me first get the room outside and I'm gonna think about that. Right, like that's like still the first thing that I wanna check out. I also want to get back to the drafting studio because there's the paper save and we figured out like the, I guess, connected save, right? Like we probably know the date now. Do I want the shelter? I don't want the shelter because I would like the furnace, so I can't get the protection. It would be actually awkward to get that one. Hover and ignore gems. Or just stick spots. Like if I had the sleeping mask, I would absolutely go for the hover. I mean, there are some rooms I could be using otherwise. I mean, it's been also quite some time since I checked out the Hobbit, so I'm gonna check it out. It's okay. Might be a terrible idea. I'm just gonna look around, right? There are probably still some secrets in those rooms that I kind of just missed. I don't think I can move like a broom. I do know that this would turn off like the lamps outside, and I don't really want to do that. Don't really know if I can use the bear traps in any way, and I probably shouldn't touch those. Seems kind of dangerous, right? We have this candle that's still on us. Like, there's probably a reason for that, but I don't know. It's certainly a unique take. Because we have like other lamps, right? Like that's the next thing. To be fair, it could also just be like a decorative thing because it looks nice, but still, right? It's just something here. I don't think I can do anything with that. And we do have the notice of termination that I should probably take a screenshot of. Was there anything that I missed back then? The 20th of March is when they were forced to leave. I don't... Where... Like, here's the thing about the 20th of March. No, I was just thinking about it, wait. No, like in the underground we had the May something, might have been like the May 8th. I was thinking if there's like a save that cares about like the 20th of March. Like, I feel like we are never going to get like explicit confirmation about like any of the dates. They're always going to be puzzles more than anything else. Because like one of the notes explicitly told us, hey, like these dates aren't actually written down. So I should maybe ignore them. But hey, I'm just gonna take like a screenshot of this and then move it into my notes. But luckily that can be done quite easily. I don't think that there's anything I care about here. I don't think I can remove like any of the boards. It's like the next thing. Like that would be like the closest thing to anything that could happen. Oh, wait. 45292, coincidence? Where's room 46? That's a new one that I've never really figured out. Wait, 45292. Coincidence. Okay, blue is addition, right? So it's 9. 2 is multiply. So 18. That's division, right? 2 wings? Where's room 46? Is this just like getting crazy, right? Like 45 rooms. Okay. Blue, that's why it is. 2 wings. Okay, 2 wings multiply 2 starting. Two starting rooms. Huh? 7590 tested my full house theory, no luck, yeah. And we did know that a full house doesn't have. This is a note that I actually miss. But like this is 9, right? Like so 18, 2 again, and this would be 0? Right? Like yeah, that was the subtraction, right? So this would like all together would be like a 0. So I don't think that matters, but like why there's 2 starting rooms? Unless this is like one of the starting rooms, but I don't think so, because there are like other rooms. Huh? This kind of breaks my brain. Like, I don't remember there being the second starting room. Like, we would have to find that one, right? I don't know, I'm gonna take a screenshot. Okay, but then what? Why is there a second starting room? I mean, yeah, as expected, coincidence. It could be a coincidence, but like, I don't really know. Like, again, I don't think that this is a starting room, because we are drafting this one each time. And the entrance hall, right, like as a starting room. We could argue that the foundation is a starting room. Or it's like the antechamber, like that the estate starts with that? I don't know if that's what they meant. But again, it's like one of those cases where I'm saying, yeah, I definitely missed something looking around, right? Which is why it's really good that I'm actually rechecking everything now that I've not used this room for like so many months. But I don't know what I'm to do with like this information. 45292. I don't know if this could be... Like, I don't feel like this could be a code, right? Like, normally the whole date situation doesn't really work out. Could be coincidence, right? Like, maybe they're just being crazy here. With, like, the colors. I mean, we do also have a date on there, right? 7590. Don't know, like, here's the thing. Even if this were, like, a date, I don't think it is, right? It would be weird to make, like, dates... Or like the saves based on that. It would still confuse me. Unless... Like, I don't think this would be related to saves, right? Like the saves, I'm still 100% sure that this is like about dates, just because like this is what the text kinda tells us. That this is related. But there could maybe be like another password where I would need that one. But I wouldn't know where I need like a 5-digit password. I don't think it's like just 9292. Right? It just doesn't really work out, and I can't really combine them. Like, there's no real combination of those digits that I can make to make like a date. Even if I combine like the first two, like 2 and 9, I still have like 2 2s and 2 9s. Like, I cannot use a 9 like that in my date. But yeah, this is kind of something. I'm really thinking now. Is there anything? Maybe it's just like a red herring, as always, right? There are a lot of those. Okay, I'm gonna go a different direction today. Like, I'm always hold on. Like, I wanted to say, like, normally when I start, I always go to like the left and then to the right, and like, you know, just get like the rooms to say like in the beginning. But I'm gonna get the Chamber of Mirrors, and I'm gonna try to open everything once again, which means that I actually have to go inside and click the button so the other side opens. That's fine. There is an orange. Actually, a lot of oranges, right? Like, this is like the big advantage here. There are also those heads. Also, like, you're pointing upwards, right? Like, I'm still curious about those hands. They seem to have, like, some sort of relevance every once in a while, right? They're pointing directions, so, like, you're pointing upwards. But I don't know what I would make out of that. In any case, I'm just gonna continue. Like, maybe I'm gonna figure out like a solution here. Getting the hallway, yeah, absolutely. Just to make some progress. I'm also going to open like the other side already, just because I'm like technically get the foyer. Yeah, I'm gonna get the foyer. That's such a good room. And I'm gonna continue over here for now. It's like one of those rooms that we've had like multiple times, so I'm not too worried about it. Reading nook for a key. And library, and then get like a rare room. Or just a pantry, and leave the reading nook for later. Like, both of those are, like, I feel like the key is probably more useful. I want to say, like, maybe I could use the coins, but like, I really don't need the coins. I get so much money in the beginning all the time, right? That's like one of the major things that has been happening throughout my run, that I have been working towards so many coins. Just getting the library, right? Like, I want the library, and then I wanna look around. Also, I can already get a new book. I started in the beginning again, right? I don't want the fixed stars. I can always see the fixed stars on like the other side of, like, on the other side of the mansion, basically, right? Like in the observatory. I'm just gonna go for swimward again. Like, I don't mind, like, we can check out the fixed stars at the end again and just compare if there's, like, really no difference to, like, the other one that we have. But for now, I'm just going through everything because there's not really anything in particular I currently care about. Right? Like, I always have, like, the notes. Like, I've taken so many screenshots at this point, I can always look back if I need something. Ooh, the gallery. We need the gallery. I mentioned this before, like, I need to write down, like, all of the different letters that I have as combinations to maybe figure something out, because I have not done that before, and also it's, like, a straight way, so I can actually get one of the other rooms in the hall there. So this is fine. You're going to open, you're obviously closed off. I'm gonna press this button here. You're opening that one, so I'm getting some oranges at least, right? And I can not oh wait, I can press that button then. And I'm still not really sure what to make out of these doors up there, for example, right? Like, I do know that it's like a mirroring, right? Maybe I'm just overthinking this room. Maybe there's nothing in this room, right? But that would be weird at this point, right? Because there is the button, right? I can go to the top. But like this pillar that rises, that doesn't really do anything. Or unless, like, maybe I missed something. Maybe you have to figure out, like, what's different. Maybe there's something different. Who knows? I'm gonna spend, like, a lot of time in this room here later on. But for now, I'm gonna, you know, I have my notebook here. I'm gonna spend a second, if I find, like, a note page, a fitting one, and gonna write down every single letter. And by every single letter, I mean, if we... wait, where was it? If we go over here, right? Like, we have this painting, obviously. I'm gonna take, like, a screenshot of that, and then I can... yeah, I can just write on this page, it's fine. Like, if I click here, it's going to give me, like, a letter, right? I'm gonna call this, like, painting 1, and start with, like, a B, for example, and I can click again, and gives me a C, because there's, like, a limited amount of letters it could be. BCP, for example, T. And I'm gonna do the same thing that I did for the lock in the underground, where I just wrote down everything, and then I can kinda unscramble it in my head, basically. S. Because obviously you can only get one of the letters per column. B, if it repeats now. B, C, it should be P, T, L, S, M, and W. Okay, so I'm correct about this. This is always going to repeat. It's basically just a lock. And it's going to write something down there. I do have some information because I do know the first letter for every single one of those paintings. Due to the will. Like, I have, like, a physical will that I found, and I have, like, a screenshot of that one. In any case, I'm gonna do exactly this, right? Like, I'm just gonna go through, like, all of the letters here, and I'm gonna figure out, like, all of the letters, so BRB. Okay, I have not really continued here, but, like, I remember last time I was just writing thick here, and I'm gonna continue with, like, my... my lettering here, but I was thinking maybe it's actually thin K, so think, because it's like thick, right? I don't know if this is like the right thing, but I was just thinking about that. I'm gonna first write down all the letters, and then I'm gonna try that. Okay, let me quickly try this. So it should be, if my theory is correct, right? Like, because like the only thing I can see here, and it would be, you know, the opposite of thick in a way, right? So. And I think I have all the letters I need, right? TH, thing, MN, and oh, you're moving. I heard something like on the other side. So I guess I'm right about that. Maybe I'm overthinking like everything in here. Okay, you're moving down though. Show me that like my theory obviously was that I needed to open like get like 2 of those correctly. So I'm guessing those are just puns. I feel like over here then the P is probably going to be important. But I don't know what the P would be about. Like red P doesn't really work, right? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna continue just going through like all of the letters for a second. Okay, I have everything written down. I was thinking about it while checking. I feel like I might have the second word here. Maybe I'm completely wrong though, right? Like most of the, okay, not most of the things. Like this is, for example, a completely red one, which is why I thought about like the color red. I don't think that the color red matters for like the rest, for example. But I thought like, okay, there are, right, like it tells you the actual objective and there are like tons of other things here, right? I thought maybe this is like a red herring. And I checked, you know what? I feel like we have like all the letters, right? This might just be like a herring. Might be, right? Like we have the actual objective and everything else in there is supposed to distract you? Maybe? And it also should fit, like, actually spell check that, because like it's spelled different in German, so I wasn't quite sure if it would work, but we do have two R's here, if I saw it correctly. By the way, I should have actually checked before I do that. I'm gonna do that here. First, before I continue though. Because I can just look at the text again. Harry N and AG. Okay, it's not that. I want to say like we have like the list of all of the names, and I don't think any of them started with an H. So I might just be completely off on that one, right? Let me open that. Okay, it checked, and it did say red because like the rest of the text was redacted except for like the first letter. It starts with a T, two P's, and wait, did I write it? It wasn't two R's? Am I stupid? Yeah, it's two R's and one P. So yeah, we do not need T. So this one has to start with a P or an R. I have no idea, but this one could start with a P, right? Like I would assume that this is going to be the P one. So those two are going to be starting with an R. So even, yeah, there should be an R in this one. Like in the list of all the letters. So this starts with an R. This might start with a P. But I wouldn't know what this one is. This one's interesting. Because like we are in a room. We have 7, I guess, baskets here. With like the 7 deadly sins, right? Like hubris, like none of them, like not all of them have like the classic name. I would say like hubris is probably pride, envy, lust, wrath, gluttony, sloth, avarice, or greed, right? And we do have this symbol here, and like there is a part of me that would say like infinity. But the important thing is that in this world, 8s are written like that, so it's just like an 8. But I don't know how to combine that. Like I would assume that this one starts with an R, right? And it's also a relatively long one. Let me start this one off with an R. I might not get like all of the things here, but I'm at least going to think about that. You know what? I'm gonna like I have the notes in front of me, and I feel like this is not really that effective for you guys. And I said I wanted to do a little bit better stuff. I'm gonna get like a cable and like just get like the picture on top of my PC, right? That should be working. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing basically, right? Like these are all my notes that I'm having. We had think here. I'm kind of inclined to just mark it on here, right? Like I don't think that there is like a pattern on there, right? Like we go like down slightly and then we go, you know, I don't think that there's like a clear pattern that I could maybe copy for like the rest. But what we can figure out basically is, like I have them in a weird order, but we do need, for example, the first one, right? Like the first one is like the one with like the gray P on there. So I'm gonna guess that this might be the P that's going to be important. So, which kind of means that we can exclude certain letters in here that don't really make sense. Maybe. Okay, like I was just thinking, like we have like all the vowels. They could all make sense, right? P, po, p, p, pa could all be working. PH could also work. And PR also. PT, only if we get like a, you know, a certain dinosaur or something like that. And maybe, I'm gonna say this is like the least likely one. So this doesn't actually help us. Okay, but I'm gonna assume that this is the P one, which means that the other ones would be the R's. Now the question is, can we exclude anything in here? Like, basically the order is like, this is the gray one, and then I went basically counterclockwise around the room. So like, this is 2, this is 3. How do we combine that? Okay, R, we could have like these ones again. Right. Like, I would say double R doesn't really make sense. I'm gonna exclude that one. Same over here. Like, double R in the beginning doesn't make sense. RL, don't really feel like that would work. But like, the rest is fine again, right? I don't think that this is just like about the rug, right? Like, there's the rug like in front of the 8, so I'm not so sure about that one. Also, by the way, this is the note. I should probably show that one off as well. The names in the will, we do know that the longest one starts with an R, and then like the middle ones, like the first image and the third one, like one of them has to start with a P, so I kind of guess that one of them, like the P makes sense for this one. Do we even have a P in here? No, we don't even have a P in here. But no, wait, the fourth one would be the R short one. This could potentially also have the P. Maybe this is the red herring about that, right? That the P is like in the other image? But if it were the P, then the R makes sense again, and the L as well. Like PL, like you could have something like a plant, right? Like that obviously has like P and L as a combination, so that kind of would make sense. I don't know if I'm, making a lot of progress here. I might actually be cutting a bunch of this rambling at some point, but hey. Okay, I've been staring at this image for a bit, and they're like, oh, I'm stuck here. I thought like I was stuck like a soft lock kind of thing. No, I was just stuck on this bench. But like there are a few things that I'm kind of thinking about when I'm looking at this. First of all, right, like we mentioned this before, like we have the 8. We have like 7 other things. What about 7 realms? Right, like we have like 7 active realms, and we have like, the 8th one, which is, currently Fan Areas, right? Like, I say currently, right, like was taken over. We have the 8th one, which is like on the map at like the poles. Like, was it the north or the south pole? I forgot. The door is slightly ajar. I don't know why, right? It's like one of those details. Like, it's not just like there's like a big rim or anything like that, right? Like, we can clearly see that there's like an angle. So the door is ajar. We have the floor, which is a chessboard or like a checkout pattern. So that's interesting. But why is there like this shark? Because I don't think we can write like something like 8 here, right? Like that's definitely too long. And why there's so many nails? Those are not screws, those are explicitly nails. And like, I don't think that there's like much of a message to read out of there, because those are like mostly like X's and I's and V's that we can have here. I don't think that those are that connected. I've counted 37 nails. I don't know if that has any significance, right? Like, there's so much in here. Why the sin? Or like the sins. And also the rug. I'm not even sure what kind of rug that is. That's like the next thing. I mean, it has toes. Seems long enough. It could be like some sort of cat, but hey. Like cat, like even the head is like kind of weird. I don't really see it. How are they all connected, especially with an R? Maybe I have to go back and like just combine letters until I see something. I mean, that's also like always an option, right? Right, like when you're just like, I like to do that with like some puzzles where I'm kind of just guessing, where I try to get like building blocks basically that kind of make sense together, right? Like what I kind of started before, but there seem to be like so many options, but maybe they lead me into the right direction if I just like, sound out some words for a few minutes, who knows? But that's like the first one, like the herring, right? Very... I mean, next thing is like with this letter, not just the letter, but like also the painting. Everything on here is red. Like not currently, obviously, like everything is black and white, but in the story, everything is red, except for the green leaves. Oh wait, those are part of the roses probably. We have 2 roses? Wait a second. This is mirrored. We have like 2 of those wagons. We have 2 roses. But we only have 1 pea. Is it P alone or something? Can I wait a second? PL. We don't have an O there. Okay, it's not that. Maybe it's P right or something? PR. We don't have a G in there. That's the next issue. P. I'm guessing it's going to be a pun, right? Like that's like the next thing. I just wanted to check if I got something wrong, but this is a mirror. It's not a reflection. Okay, we also don't have an R on this list, so this has to guaranteed be the P. So the other one also guaranteed has to be the R. So that's good to know. It also can't be a word like a prince, right? Like red prince or anything like that, because we're missing like this one, right? This row, or like this column that I just checked is the one that always, like when I have like an idea, it always kind of blocks me because I'm missing a letter in there, and it's kind of annoying. I mean, it's probably good because then I can instantly exclude those, right? Okay, I don't think that this is right, but like I was thinking like maybe something like P. I'm just guessing at this point. Let's be honest. I'm gonna probably spend like too much time on here, and like everything is going to be gone. P on, and it could be like a card or like a car, but like I don't think we have a. We only have a K to my knowledge, so. P on car. No, okay. That's probably not it. But like this has to be the P, right? Like the P is guaranteed because it has to start with a P. We do not have an R in this one. And we already have the T, and that means we have like 2 R's left that have to be like those 2 paintings. And that's just too much for me, right? Ponka. Maybe it's pinker, because it's P in car. Do we even have an I there? We have an I there. Pinker. So another thing that I'm thinking about is just this picture here, right? Like I've looked at it for quite some time, like before as well, and I was like really confused about that, and like I should have just thought that this is a thin K, right? Like, but this also means that only a minor detail, like comparatively, right? Like we have like the, I don't even know what that's supposed to be, like a falling star hand fist with like, you know, mannequin. I don't actually know what this is supposed to be, right? Like, I don't think that thinking is really implied with that one. So maybe it's just like one small thing in all of these pictures. Maybe it's not even the P that's like important, right? I don't think it's like a thick P. It can also be a thick P, but like still. You know what, actually? You know, we have like this picture here, right? And this is pasted on top. I don't know. Like I'm really grasping at straws, but it's like it works with like the letters, right? Yeah, it just doesn't help. Right, it's like pasted on. It kind of looks fake here, right? Like it doesn't really feel like it interacts with like the rest of the world. It's like one way to describe it, but like technically it does throw a shadow, right? So like it seems to be real at least, right? Like we can see like this shadow is like a lot thicker than the one on this side. And it's interesting, right? Like I say that it's mirrored, but technically it's not quite mirrored. Like, and what I mean by that is like the shading isn't mirrored, right? Like we have like the bright spots on the right here, and we also have it like over here. The shape is mirrored, but like the lighting isn't. So it's more like a copy, right? Maybe I'm getting hung up on the mirrored part. Also, I can't use mirror. Like, even if I try to write mirror, it wouldn't be possible because, again, we have like one that doesn't. Like, I would need another R in like the third to last column, so that doesn't really work, and we don't have that. Like, even if I try to write like period at the end, right? You know, I had like P. Wait a second. Like, whenever I try something, I'm obviously going to show you guys, but like P on, right? Like, this kind of makes sense to me. That could be like a P on something. And I was like, what can I spell with like the last bit? Maybe toy? No, Pontoy is not a name. But I still feel like a P on something might be reasonable. If it's P on something, then I only have like 3 columns that I have to combine, which is a lot easier. Also because this is think here, maybe P on. It doesn't really make sense. This makes more sense in my head because I'm German. But like P on ponder, P on there is the article. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I mean, I hear a noise. Okay, so you're actually opening the second side first. That's nice. And getting some gems. Neat. I'd opt for a bigger reveal, but maybe I'm getting like gems now every single time I enter here. Okay, ponder. So it has to do with thinking. That's interesting. Seemingly it would, right? Like in this game, it also makes a lot of sense. Thinking to I mean, remember would be like a big word, and it would be like, let's say, a right length for this one. Can I spell remember? No, I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm missing like 2 letters in there. Like two of the letters, like 2 of the columns would be incorrect. And I also don't know how this would be connected. Is it just reading? Read. Okay, it's not. Is that a great word to describe it? Like this might just be like, again, like a language barrier in a sense, because like a lot of English words, like I do know them, but since I don't hear them in my everyday life constantly, I am just not, remembering them at this, precise moment. Why are there so many eyes? Wait, can I write realize? Because, wait. Oh, I can definitely put an E here, right? I guess? Because they are the real eyes. Realize. It's the actual objective over there. Okay, I get the gallery now. Okay, a little bit better. I just don't get this one. If you realize you think, you... Wait a second, I actually had to check the spelling if I was wrong about like this word. But like reminisce? I think I have like all the letters for that one, right? Like, I originally thought it would be spelled with like 2 S, and I was like, that sounds like kind of off, right? Which is why I checked, but like I think I have all the letters for this one. I, please, ness. I don't know how this would be connected though. Okay, it's also not connected. I'm spelling this right, correct, right? Oh no, wait, I can't spell it right. There's like an S missing, right? Like I need like another column for that to work. That's why I was so confused. Yeah, now reminisce doesn't really work. Okay, like it would make more sense if I had like 2 S's at the end, right? Reminisce. Right, like I feel like I could actually write that, but this is not the correct spelling for that word, right? Like this is why I thought about this word, but no, it doesn't work. So it's not reminisce with like 2 S. Okay, wait, there's another one. What about ruminate? That should be doable, right? Room in 8. Room in 8. There's an 8 in this room. I just got it. Gosh darn it. Okay, we solved the whole gallery, and all it took was actually sitting here for like an hour. Ooh. What's that? Key 8. I figured out where room 8 is. I was so confused about that. Okay. Now I do know that we have to solve room 8 on like row 8 for trophy. All it took was like an hour and 30 minutes of recording for me to actually sit down and solve a puzzle for once. Okay, this was a really cool puzzle. Once I figured out like that this was about like thinking, right? Like, which, you know, makes a lot of sense if you really think about it. Okay, I figured out the gallery. This is a goal I didn't even have today. And now I am so lost. I don't actually remember what I did like half an hour ago when I was looking around. Apparently, I'm still at the very beginning of this run. I say that, but if we are looking at a clock, it's going to not look as fun anymore. Let's be honest. Like, how did I do this? I mean, it's a little later, right? Like, I feel like we started like 12 hours ago in game. Yeah, okay, you know what? That's fine. I'm not gonna complain. I still have the hallway to complete. I'm guessing the key that I just got, I can probably open that one wherever I want to. No? Maybe it has to be in a specific spot? Oh wait, no. I'm stupid, this wasn't locked. I have to obviously try it on like a locked door. Nursery? I feel like this is really good because we have like a step run, right? So we should be getting 8 here. Just looking around, like there's oftentimes like at least a gem here, right? I feel like I have taken screenshots of red prints already. I'm still gonna repeat it, just in case like the red prints here and the red prints in like the other rooms is actually different. Okay, that should be fine. With that, we can probably just continue exploring. Okay, so obviously this is going to be a locked room, but we want to be able to, yeah, like go to the left at least. And I also want a security because we want to get that red room still, right? So it's probably quite reasonable to get that one here. And also this should allow me to get like another pathway through here. But first, let me... Can you just see that there? Was that just like a glitch because I was moving funky? But hey, I was worried there for just a second. There was like something on screen, okay? I would say like editor blended in again, but like I'm not gonna do that. I'm too lazy to edit that one in. Anyway, keycard system. Set security level to high. And the offline mode to unlocked. Probably a stupid idea to start like that, but I'm just gonna believe that I can do this. Then, wait, I don't want to exit actually. I wanted to go in here again and log into network. And I'm gonna activate the remote terminal access. I would like to do the experiment in the lab. Yep, connecting to the terminal, that's fine. Like, if I can get like another one that gives me ladders, that would be amazing. I always like getting ladders. But there could also be like other fun ones, right? Don't care about those. Gain 1 star. Mail, yep. Hallway from another hallway. Locked trunk 3 times. I feel like this one's consistent. Because we are going to get like some locked trunks probably. Are we though? Hallway from another hallway would be great with like the tunnel, for example. Trash while digging obviously requires us to get like a shovel. So I'm just gonna say like this one's most likely to work. Like we are going to probably find like at least one trunk that I can open. So I'm gonna do that. I hope it's not going to be something I regret later on, but hey, you know, sometimes you just have to pick something. Anyway, I'm gonna open some doors. Okay, this one lets us over there now. We've not opened anything over here, right? Yeah. Do I go back for the oranges? We didn't get like a salt shaker, right? Yeah, okay. I'm still gonna do it. I feel like that's reasonable to do now. Also, key. Before I forget. This one's opening that one. I can get the orange. And this one as well. There should be like 4 in total anyway. Yeah, and there aren't actually any on top of there. Which is like a minor thing. I can't use the hat here. Like, I still believe that there should be some puzzle in here, right? Like, you can't tell me that there's nothing. Wait, I did press you, right? Oh, yeah. You closed that one, apparently, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna do that now because I'm gonna forget. As always, and we will probably still be able to make some progress. And like, worst case, now that I have like this one, I guess I'm guessing like the 8 key is actually a major key. Right, that would make sense. Opening that one. Okay, now we have the connection to here. But that's kinda it, right? Like this one opened up. Which one? Oh, this is closing that one. Okay. And maybe we're getting closer, but like this one. Why are you closed? Oh wait, I never actually went there, I guess. Okay, you are open now. Just checking if I forgot anything, right? Like, no, this is definitely something I pressed again. This one's definitely also something I had opened. Yeah, you're opening the other side. This is how we get to the middle. Yeah, that's right. This one's closing that one. That one's closing that one. Obviously, we want to have that one open. And this one's closing that side. Okay. I'm just checking again, right? Like, I like checking stuff. Because I forget. I know, it's crazy. Like, after all this time, I'm still so terrible when it comes to my memory. And over here... Wait, this was locked off, right? This one? Okay, now we have like a through line here. That's nice. So we can basically reach everything except for like this side. Well, I guess I'm gonna just live with that for now. Wait. We weren't able to... Wait, we were able to get here. Okay. Wait a second. No, we pressed that one just a second ago, right? Yeah. Talking about my memory. Okay, but we have like a decent amount of steps now. We should be able to survive and actually make some progress here. Like, here's the thing. Like, I definitely want to solve... Okay, that's terrible. That is so terrible that it's just how it ends. Like, none of these help me. I mean, I can go into the locksmith, but then what? I can't even use my key now. Okay, this is such a troll. Didn't actually go for the thing that I wanted to do. Okay, which ones... I guess the boudoir maybe could hold something? Like... Can it? I don't think I have ever seen the storeroom have like a box. The locksmith never is going to have a box. This is just like one of the rules, right? I guess boudoir. This is the most likely to have a box, and I don't think I'm gonna get one. Yeah, but we do get some dice that I don't need. Well, too bad. I guess this just happens if you pick the hovel, right? Right, okay, so I can't do this. Is there anything else I can solve, like puzzle-wise? I don't think so, right? And it's not like... Here's the thing. If I had a key card, which I don't have right now, I don't think I could have bought one, then, like in the locksmith, right? Like I was just guessing that this is not possible. I don't think I've ever seen any at the locksmith, but then again, I kind of pass up the locksmith constantly. Right, like pressing these buttons doesn't do anything anyway. Also, I've been thinking, didn't I sleep in the bedroom last time? So I'm guessing dare mode does not get activated like that. Maybe dare mode is something I have to activate. Like, I know this is like such a jump right now, but like I was just thinking about like resting where I want to rest. I could rest in the nursery. I don't actually know what that does for me. Wait, this is in my notes? No, apparently this is not listed at least. So I'm not so sure about that one. Yeah, big hmms. Okay, I guess we are done with this run. This is such a small run, but at least we solved the gallery. Now I guess either key 8 is going to like now, I guess open, like be just available all the time that I can find it now, or I have to find the gallery each time, which could be reasonable, right? Like something that happens every once in a while. I'm just gonna look around here again, like just in case I forgot like a trunk. But I don't think I did. They aren't like that, you know, it's common, I guess. I know I'm like kind of overloaded because of this. Let's check, it should tell me something, right? Like sanctum keys, red letters, upgrade discs. Gallery art named all 4. I'm guessing 4 is the maximum. I don't think we are getting more paintings. Because like those are the only ones in the will. I mean, I could guess in the underground, but I don't think that would help me. And I can't really do anything from there, right? Like, I disabled the keycard system, but I can't call the elevator right now. Like, whatever I do, like, I would have to either get, like, the keycard, obviously, or, like, the utility closet. So it doesn't actually help me at all. Well, in any case, I unlocked room 8. Right, like I'm gonna do that at some point. I'm gonna figure out how to get that key again. I should have picked up the compass. It would literally have saved me at that point. Like, I bet it would have made such a big difference. I don't know if the hovel is like part of the bedroom list, but technically it is a bedroom. So maybe I get something cool if I sleep in here. So I'm gonna do that. You know, worst case, nothing happens, and we are none the wiser or something like that, right? Right. Well, in any case, this is definitely going to confuse me for quite some time. Maybe this is just nothing. I mean, our good old groundskeeper is definitely someone who made some plans and experimented, and is probably, you know, as mad as I am, at least. You know? Okay, maybe I'm more mad at this point, who knows? Well, in any case, you know, since the dice didn't actually help me, you know, I got them at the very end, I really can't do anything. I guess I'm just gonna end it here. Luckily, we made, like, progress. Like, I'm actually really happy about having solved the gallery. I kind of expected this to be, like, a harder puzzle. Like, I say, like, harder puzzle. Like, sometimes you just have to sit down and do something, and, like, I'm always worried about that, because I know that, like, these episodes can get quite long already. I'm gonna call it a day, by the way. These episodes can get like rather long already, like on my side, especially if I'm just sitting around and not showing anything, then this is always like terrible as a video thing, right? Like, I'm not complaining about this as a game. Like, I really love this as a game, but like there's just some things that don't necessarily make for the best, I guess, video material. That's kind of how I'm putting. I don't even know, like, as I mentioned, I have been recording for like over 1.5 hours. I could imagine this being like a 30-minute run, like on YouTube, so I don't know. In any case, I still hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time, we are going to go for the red room that I've tried to go for so many times. Okay, so like so many times, it's most like 2 runs. But still, next time it's going to happen. Or like maybe we are getting room 8 finally, which is technically the last of the official rooms, right? So that's really interesting to see. Well, in any case, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.